Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvadam Ganganavate Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Reva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Namah Shivaya. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 1st of May 2025. May 1st, 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Paramatma residing in the heart of every single being. We are continuing to examine the extraordinary ideas that are discussed in the Advaita Vedanta tradition every single day from multiple perspectives. And today I just want to touch upon again, for our own clarification in our own minds, the concept of the Shad Ripu. The Shad Ripu are the 6 internal enemies within the mind. This is how it is described. Right? So these 6 inner enemies are the cause of the entire human affliction. Why humanity suffers? Because of these 6. And they are Kama-Krodha-Lobha-Moha-Mada and Matsarya. These are the 6. These 6 are internal vrittis. They are thought patterns, emotional patterns. They are the cause of tremendous amount of destruction and damage. And to vanquish them, to overcome them, is a prerequisite. It is a prerequisite before the Atma can be realized. Atma cannot be realized until these 6 are transmuted. Their function is fundamentally changed. And there's quite a bit of correlation in terms of the body, the mind functioning in itself. We know that there is an intricate relationship between mind, brain, and body. We know that. This is all connected together. Right. So even areas in immunology, psychology, the way the physiology of the body works has a lot to do with the mental states. Anger, moha, attachments, these things can create a significant change in the mind-brain-body dynamics. The mind is something very subtle, sukshma. The brain is the physical organ, and then the body is, of course, what we see. It's the physical body that is, we can see it, gross body. So the 3 of them are affected by the Shadripu. The Shadripu, meaning enemy, it is affecting neural circuits. It is affecting the processing of reward stimuli and motivation. It affects neurotransmitter levels like dopamine, which is known very well. The neurotransmitter level inside the brain of dopamine. Dopamine is what? A key neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, motivation, learning, and reward prediction. It has all of those features. So the way that this neurotransmitter works inside the brain is dependent to a large extent also on the Shadripu, on the way the mind is processing stimuli and the internal experience of kama, of I want this and I want that, and the wanting, reward, craving, etc. So even in the neural circuitry, there's something called the ventral tegmental area, VTA. There's another area called the nucleus accumbens and the prefrontal cortex. These are areas of the brain. And they all process pleasure, motivation, reinforcement learning, etc. The point here is that our brain is significantly impacted by all 6 of these Shadripu. Now the research is pretty much out there. It's clear. That desires, wanting, kama vasna, wanting these desires, after a certain range, it is going to change the way the brain works significantly. The same thing is true with anger, krodha. So if these things are within us in some way or another and they are thrashing us, then we need to do something about this, because it is harming only us and others. So what can be done about it is what Vivek Chudamani is all about. The Gita is about that. What can be done about it? First is to be aware that it is there, and then to change the energy dynamics of it. Kama-Krodha-Lobha-Moha-Mada and Matsarya. Matsarya is jealousy. Mada is ego. Moha is delusion. Greed is lobha. Krodha is anger. And Kama is all kinds of uncontrolled desires. Let's put it that way. So all 6 of these are having energy. They are using a lot of energy from the brain, from the mind, from the senses, from the body. So that Shakti that they are eating up this power from inside, we don't want that to happen. And that is necessary for higher realization, for Akhanda Chintan, for Akhanda Bhakti, for all of those things that we want to do towards spirituality. We cannot redo that if these 6 are internally chewing up and eating up our internal power. It should make very simple sense. It's very logical. It's very easy to understand. We cannot reach that state of the Atman, that Brahman, without the rocket ship of Shakti. It's like a rocket ship. You have to have that tremendous power there to take one outside the Earth's orbit. So these 6 are keeping the Jivatma stuck inside the sansar. And is not only stuck is one thing, but is causing damage to the human mind overall. Brain itself is significantly affected. I have a lot of research on this. We don't have time to go into all the research, but if you want it, I'll send it to you. There's a lot of research, but what is the point here? The point is we have to recognize, are these 6 causing energy damage? It's like a massive bank account is being drained out. It's an energetic bank account. It's being pulled out every single day. And then it thrashes the individual. It damages the individual. Nothing good comes out of it. So this is also what is called Maya in one sense. Because these 6 keep the soul, they bind the Atma, the Jivatma, into the cycle of birth and death and keep it confined in the material world, in the relative existence that is Maya. It keeps it stuck right there. You see, so the Ahankar, the false ego, is kind of the root of all 6 of these. That I am, this individualized being, and my desires, my wants, my whatever, just running in that direction. So, what to do? The question is, okay, let's assume that we understand this. What do we do about it? Well, each of these, it goes through what is called transmutation. It transmutes. So the Kama transmutes into what is called Nishkam, or it is a state where desire transmutes into divine desire. Divya Ichha. Lokik Ichha, Divya Ichha. Ichha is still there. Desire is still there, but it gets changed completely into much purer, higher pursuits. That is called transmutation. Anger, the Krodha, it gets transformed into Karuna, into compassion. The same Shakti that is used in the emotion of Krodha, anger, is now opened up and it goes into this vast expanse of Karuna, compassion, Karuna, Shama, forgiveness, things like that. Greed, Lobha, gets transmuted into generosity, into a state where one is no longer functioning through the greed, grabbing. That tendency is not there. It changes into giving. It is from the grabbing tendency to the giving tendency, to the giving modality. It is a change from the solidification of the ahankar, and the lobhi individual becomes danveer, becomes very open from inside, and is able to serve the family, serve the society as much as possible. It's a spirit of service. It's a spirit of seva. So lobh transmutes into seva. Okay, then ego, mother. I am something, I am this, I am position, power, name, fame, this, that. That thing transmutes. Even though position and these things may be there, it changes its function into the ego. It says, I belong to God. I am the Atman. I am Brahman. I am one with the divine. I am at the feet of God. This kind of devotional change. So the ahankar, the mother, the state of mother, meaning the egotistical current, changes from inside out into devotion, into bhakti, into pure bhakti. That is its transmutation. And the envy, jealousy, this is another big problem in life. Very big problem. We're always comparing with somebody else. Somebody's doing this, somebody's doing that. I'm lower, somebody's higher, somebody's better. It just goes on. This jealousy towards others. If bhavana is there, prarthana karni chahiye. Remove this thing. This is an internal enemy. It's a shad ripu. And it's not going to help in the individual. It's not going to help anybody. It only harms the individual. So irsha is very, very troublesome. Matsarya in Sanskrit, it is called matsarya, matsar or matsarya. That's what it's called. Matsar. Irsha is another word for that. Jealousy. And it's another wave that uses a lot of energy. It damages a lot. It damages relationships. Leave it aside. How does it change? It changes, and what does it change into? It changes into wishing well for those others, wishing even further development and progress for others. If someone is successful, rather than having jealousy towards them, wish well for them. How difficult it is. It's not easy. You're working in a job environment, there's a supervisory structure, there's a position that's open, 5 people are applying for that. One person is going to get it, the other 4 people are not going to get it. How much trouble happens because of it? Is it so that all 5 people can come together and say, let's do the best we can, we'll help each other, whoever gets the position, because we believe in the mission of the organization? Or people start following discrimination lawsuits. You see why humanity suffers. If you open up these 6, and I'm not going to do that now obviously, but if you were to open these all up, that is why humanity suffers. Human problems are endless. To come out of that is Mahavir, that is Hanumanji, that is Mahavir Swami, that is one individual who has overcome these limitations through bhakti, through sadhana, to realize, by realizing their binding feature. These are called shad ripu in Sanskrit, right? And they are Krodha, Kama, Lobha, Moha, Mada and Matsarya. All 6 are transmuted, and that is our goal. If this is happening in our lives, I have to see myself, you can see yourself. If this is there in any place, get it transmuted. Don't fight with it. Change the energy inside of it. It will change in a different direction, and we will become free. Our mind will become free to contemplate higher ideas. Otherwise, our own mental apparatus will be stuck inside these 6. It's like getting stuck inside Maya. That's what that is, right? So just stop with this point here. And there's a lot of ways to talk about this, but I just wanted to mention this today because we forget this sometimes. We go, okay, this is going on. We talk about high-level Vedanta ideas, but we cannot get to those things until these 6 are transmuted. Without Sachin transmuting these 6, parivartan, in Gujarati we say prakriti nu parivartan. Without that happening, it doesn't matter how much philosophy somebody studies or how much big ideas are there. It's still all just, intellectual stuff, right? So make it very practical. It's very easy. What is the sadhana for today? Be aware of these 6 and go further in life. Let's stop here for now. Om Dhyanamulam Gurur Murti, Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam, Pujamulam Gurur Padam, Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa, Sarvamangala Mangalle, Shive, Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanye Trambake, Gauri Narayani Namostate, Om Aim Rim Klim, Chamundai Viche, Om Glom Hum Klim Jumsa, Jwalaya Jwalaya Jwala Jwala, Prajwala Prajwala Im Rim Klim, Chamundai Viche, Jwala Ham Samlam Ksham, Phat Swaha, Om Durge Durge Rakshini, Tha Tha Swaha. Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Om Shri Radha Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Shri Durga Arpanamastu. Om Rim Swaha.